My name is Navigator. In today's video, we're going to be going over a $500, if not more, haul of Star Wars The Black Series figures. Now, long story short, because I don't want to belabor this video, what I did is I brought a ton of stuff out to Western New York this weekend to trade in for Star Wars action figures. That's the whole, genre that I'm into right now. As you guys know, I was doing the Lego stuff, and now we're getting into the 6-inch figures. So I've always been a Black Series collector. I've probably gotten at least one every year, so I still got some skin in the game. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with it, and now here we are again. So without further ado, let's get into this. The first couple things I want to say: number one, shout out to Fox Prowl Collectibles, or Toys and Comics, I really should say, in Batavia, New York. I brought a lot of my trade-in stuff there and got close to $300 in store credit, and that's where a lot of this comes from. The other store that I want to give a big shout out to, of course, is That 80s Toy Shop in Buffalo, or Tonawanda, New York. I had some store credit left over there as well, and I spent some money, but in all honesty, I really only spent like $100 out of pocket for a lot of the things you're going to see here today. Most of it was via store credit and trade-in. So in my opinion, I got a really big, a really nice, and I should put this label on it, Clone Wars Star Wars The Black Series collection for probably about $100, which is not a bad deal. All right, with that being said, let's get into it. Number one, because you're going to need it for any Clone Wars build, I just have a normal battle droid here. This is on this really cool, I think it's lenticular is what you call it, episode 1 card back, but that is just so awesome, and I'm very excited to be unboxing that. And speaking of which, all of these in-box figures will be unboxed. The loose ones that are in this bag, which we'll get to in a second, I'm just going to review them here, and that's the last that you'll see of them. But all of these figures should have their own individual video. So we got the battle droid. We also have Jedi Quinlan Vos, and you guys know that I did that Asajj Ventress review earlier this past week, and I may have mentioned it, but I was really hoping to get Quinlan Vos, and I'm glad I was able to get my hands on him. So we have Quinlan Vos as well, and I'm going to try to stack them because there's a lot of them. We have Anakin Skywalker from Ahsoka, but it's pretty much his Clone Wars version, so we do have that one as well. And again, reviews for all of these will be coming, so you get more in-depth look. And then I think I also did the review of Commander Bly, but to go along with him, we have Clone Lieutenant Gal, or Gally. I really got to figure out how to pronounce that. That means that another figure that I am going to have to get is Aayla Secura. So that is one that honestly I saw on clearance at a lot of Walmarts. Should be easy to get my hands on it. Speaking of other Jedi, we have Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. I could have gotten a bunch of versions of him, but the Clone Commander armor is just really cool. And I believe this is the re-release, so it's an even better head sculpt. So we have that. Also, another Jedi here, probably my favorite Jedi of all time, Mace Windu. And I mean, of course, I really want the, a typical clone gear one that came in the 2-pack with his clone, but that is really expensive. So the second best thing is kind of like the ultimate clone gear Mace here, and that is just super cool. I'm so stoked to unbox it. This is probably, next to Quinlan Vos, the other number one Jedi figure that I was really looking for. So we have him as well. And then getting into kind of like the slanted packaging figures here, all the way at the top, you can't even see them. But we have from the Bad Batch, Cad Bane. And I saw at Orion Collectibles, which is actually where I got this, that they had the Book of Boba Fett version of him, but it didn't really look like the cartoon, and that's more the look that I'm going for. So although it's not from the Clone Wars, this is the Bad Batch version of Cad Bane. I still have yet to watch that show, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing him in there. And then because he's been in the Clone Wars a lot, I'm going to be watching Maul Shadow Lord. I have this Battlefront 2 Darth Maul Old Master, which looks very similar to his kind of Clone Wars look. He's got the robotic legs, although he has this t-shirt thing on. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but that is still pretty sweet. Very fortunate to have found that at Fox Prowl. One of the figures that I'm honestly really just happiest the most to have, if that's really even a way to put it, because I'm finishing up Clone Wars, I'm starting to watch Tales of the Jedi, and eventually I'm going to watch her show. We have the Clone Wars version of Ahsoka. I was so close to getting on Amazon a $10 version of her from the show, but we have the Clone Wars version. I think what I might do is find some of the white lightsabers to upgrade her, but for the most part, I am so stoked to have this figure. I think it just looks incredible. Very excited to be unboxing that. I just want to put this out there. You guys know me. I don't collect a ton of women's figures really in anything, but I want to say that one of the lines that I always thought had great women's figures was Star Wars The Black Series. Probably the first female action figure that I ever had was Jaina Solo, because she had that purple lightsaber. So shout out to, it's Hasbro that makes these. Yeah, Hasbro. Shout out to Hasbro for really doing a good job, because a lot of other lines butcher women's action figure. So shout out to them. All right, 2 ones that I got here. One I got for my trade, and then one of them I actually bought at Western New York's largest toy show, or at least vintage toy show, which was at the Tim Hortons Iceplex in Rochester. Was it Batavia? Maybe it was Batavia, but Batavia, Rochester, New York. Yeah, Rochester. But I picked one of these up at the store and one of them from there at the convention. But we have 2 clone troopers. One of them I'll just keep as is. But the other one I am going to turn into a clone Mayday from Bad Batch. I don't know much about him. I still have yet to watch the show. But I love his look where he's kind of got like, he's like a mummified clone trooper almost. He just looks awesome. Definitely go check out Commander Mayday, I believe his name is. And then I think I said it when I recently reviewed, I think it was probably like Echo and Wrecker, but I wanted to update and kind of upgrade my Crosshair Bad Batch figure that I had. I have the Imperial one. This one just has more detail. I like the helmet a lot more. The other figure is just all black, and I was like, I have the store credit. I might as well use it, so I will be trading in that other one, and we do have an updated Crosshair here. So hopefully, well, actually, no, I think I got Hunter when I was in college, and that was before I started the YouTube channel, but we will almost have an entire review of every Bad Batch figure here on the channel, so that'll be pretty sweet. And then finally here, the last in-box figure that we have, because he's just so cool, General Grievous. The only version I was able to find at Fox Prowl was the damaged one, but I think it looks so cool, and he still comes with all 4 of those lightsabers. This is, of course, the Battlefront 2 version. No cape or anything, but still super cool. I just love how that looks, so that is really awesome. All right, so the other kind of inbox thing that I got just for my display shelf was this Death Star Escape playset for $15. I thought that I could just kind of use this, like gut this somehow and use it in the background of my display. I don't really think I'm going to be doing a review of this on the channel. There's probably a million different reviews, but it is good to know that there are different playsets because I'm always going to be updating and upgrading that shelf. But who knows? Maybe I will do a review. We'll see about that. On top of that, the other playset I did get from Fox Prowl, they actually just threw this in, which was very kind of them, was this cool like Endor playset. It's not 6-inch scale, but I think that I can utilize it in some fashion. And considering they threw it in, I mean, why not? This is pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to get some use out of this. So shout out to Fox Prowl for that. All right, and the last batch here, the bag batch, as we'll call it, is a bag full of loose Star Wars The Black Series. So let's see what we have. Number 1, Bo-Katan Kryze from Fox Prowl. I think it's like $7. It's probably the same price that she is at Ollie's right now, so I was not complaining. What else do we have in here? This Battle Droid. I think this is also from the Bad Batch. I'm really not sure, but it was just a Battle Droid, which is kind of cheap at that 80s, so there you go. I only got 2 figures from Fox Prowl. I'll point them out, one of them being Bo-Katan. The rest of these I did get at that 80s toy shop, though, so shout out to them. We have a Mandalorian Fleet Commander, which is pretty sweet. He's got all his accessories and everything. This was awesome. I actually found this today. It was kind of just like sitting in a recent trade-in bucket. But this speeder bike, Star Wars The Black Series speeder bike for $15, which I thought was a great deal. And this will be an awesome vehicle to go along with that 6-inch Black Series shelf. I remember they don't really make a ton of those Black Series vehicles, so that was nice. Original trilogy Yoda, but I thought he would fit in with the Clone Wars pretty nicely. He's balding a little bit, but that's all right. I think he'll fit in nicely. A great find at that 80s. We found 2 501st Clone Troopers, non-removable helmet, but still, that is super awesome to have found those. What's his name? I think it's Fixer from Republic Commando, but this was nice as well, $24. I thought that was a nice deal to get a little Republic Commando. The other one that I got from Fox Prowl, I forget her name, something like Ayla Sung, but she's one of those bounty hunters from the Clone Wars. And again, any Clone Wars figure, I'll take it. A great score today. Shout out to Zach from that 80s Toy Shop for saving this for me. Commander Cody, absolutely incredible. Non-removable helmet again. This is the original one, but still, Commander Cody nonetheless for what, $15? That was a great deal. This is one that I really needed. Definitely an integral figure for a Clone Wars collection. And then finally here from the Bad Batch, we do have Omega with the little removable mask. And there you go, and she has all the accessories as well. All right, folks, that is going to be it for a $500 plus. It was really nice. I only had to spend like $100, like I said, but you all know Star Wars haul, Star Wars The Black Series haul. So, folks, I will leave it there, and I am so excited to unbox and assemble this collection over the coming week, 2 weeks. I don't know how long it'll take me, but stay tuned because all these reviews are going to be coming very soon. As always, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.